Just thought I'd do a short video of Dominic Breazeale versus Izuagbe Ugonoh. Now, it's going to be short because I was hoping to look into this and find out quite a lot of information about both their backgrounds, but the truth is there's not a lot of information about their amateur career. We know that Dominic Breazeale qualified for the Olympics and then lost on points in his first fight. Izu's got quite a deep kickboxing background. He won a kickboxing world championship. I think he won a European championship as well. So he's more from a kickboxing background, and he started off his professional career as a cruiserweight as well. Quite a number of his fights was actually from cruiserweight. What we know about the pro careers, Dominic's got 17 wins, 1 loss, obviously to Anthony Joshua, 15 knockouts, gives him a 83% KO rate. Izu's 17 wins, no losses, 14 knockouts, 82% KO rate. Now, none of them have got any good names they've actually won against. I guess the only notable one you could actually say is Dominic Breazeale with Amir Mansour. And the thing about that fight is, even though Dominic's got a W on his record for that, he lost every single round against Amir Mansour, and he was also knocked down. The only reason he won that fight was because Mansour almost practically bit half his tongue off, and he couldn't breathe properly, and they had to stop the fight. But Mansour was dominating Breazeale. He was winning. That's what I call dominating, winning every single round, and that's what he was doing against Breazeale. So to have that as the best win in your records, not a very good start, is it? Izu, on the other hand, very poor competition. No one really of note. I had a quick look through, and I couldn't see anyone even in the top 100 that Izu's actually fought. So I think whoever wins out of this fight, it's going to be the best win on their record. If Izu wins and Dominic wins, it'll be the best win on their record. Comes to size, Dominic's huge. He's 6'7". Izu is. There's conflicting heights for Izu. On BoxRec, he's recorded as 6'5". On Wikipedia, he's recorded as 6'3.5". And now I watched him fight. I watched a few of his fights, obviously, and one of them was against an opponent that was 6'5", and he was noticeably significantly smaller than him. So I'm leaning towards the 6'3.5". I mean, yeah, that's his height. I'm pretty certain of it. Weight, Dominic's got a weight advantage. Dominic's 255 pounds. Izu is 231 pounds. So Dominic has a 24 pound weight advantage. Both got really long reaches. Dominic's 81.5-inch reach, Izu's 84-inch reach. So yeah, he's got a reach advantage, but I think the significant height advantage is he's still going to be. Izu is still going to be the far smaller guy in the ring when they both fight. Dominic's got a footballer's background again. There's been a lot of these footballers, basketballers coming up into the heavyweight division. From America anyway. Now, about this fight, Dominic is. I'm not impressed with him at all. I watched a few of his fights before he fought Anthony Joshua. I thought Dominic was going to get stopped in a couple of rounds because Amir Mansour is an inferior boxer than Anthony Joshua, and he beat him in every single round and knocked him down. So I was thinking, yeah, it's going to be a couple of round fight for Anthony Joshua, but what Dominic did show is he actually has a better chin than I expected. So he does have a good chin. I think he's very slow. He has some skill. I mean, he managed to get to the Olympics. I mean, he's doing fairly well. He's a top 50 fighter right now, but there's nothing really I can point at as impressive about him. He has a high KO rate right now, but realistically, he failed to stop Joshua, and in reality, he didn't really stop Amir Mansour. Mansour, he got injured in a fight he was dominating Brazilian. But Izu Ugonoh, on the other hand, I think he looks spectacular in the ring. Even though he's not fought that great opponents, he looks spectacular in the ring. I think he moves very fluidly. He moves very well. You can tell he's got a. You can really tell he does have a good, strong kickboxing background. He looks like a natural fighter in the ring. He moves incredibly well. Really good footwork. He can throw power shots from long range. I was really impressed with that. He's really good at going to the body, and he does serious damage to the body as well. He stopped a few of his opponents with body shots. Um, but yeah, good jab as well. He's fast. He seems to have power right now, but well, we'll see how it look. I think Dominic Breazeale, I think, does have quite a good chin. I don't think Izu's going to turn out to punch like Anthony Joshua or Wilder or Klitschko or anyone else you can think of that's a big puncher. I just don't think Izu's going to turn out like that. But I could be wrong. I mean, this is the first time he's stepping up. Maybe he will knock out Dominic Breazeale. Izu's got a little following. I'm not going to say a big following. He's got a small following right now that think he's actually better than Anthony Joshua. There's a small following that believes that, and they believe he's going to show this and he's going to impress everyone by making far easier work of Dominic Breazeale than Anthony Joshua. Now, I don't really believe you can outbox Breazeale any better than Anthony Joshua, because he couldn't land anything on Joshua, and Joshua was just beating him around the ring. You can equal that, but I can't see you doing better than that. So what they must be meaning is Izu stops Breazeale a lot quicker than Anthony Joshua, and we'll see on the night. But that's not what I feel personally. I don't think Izu's going to stop him that quickly. I don't think Izu punches as hard as Anthony Joshua, and I think Dominic Breazeale does have enough punch resistance that he showed against Anthony Joshua that this is going to go the full. I think it's 10-round fight. I think this is going to go the full 10 rounds. But what we'll say is, I'm very impressed with Izu from what I've seen of him so far. Just like I say, he's fast. He does have some power. He moves ridiculously well. I think he's very coordinated. Doesn't look off balance. He knows what he's doing. He looks skilled anyway. But these are against low-level fighters. But I'm still going to say, from what I've seen, my prediction for this fight is a 10-round unanimous decision for Izu. And I feel quite confident. I was going to say I give Dominic Breazeale a round or two of this fight, but I'm going into this quite confident that Izu's going to win every single round of the fight against Dominic Breazeale. I just think he's too quick, and Dominic's going to struggle to land on him. And Izu's going to win every single round of this fight. And he's going to bring himself to quite a lot of attention because he's on the Deontay Wilder undercard, and I know a lot of people even from Britain are going to stay up to about 4 o'clock in the morning to watch that fight too. So this is Izu's coming out fight. I think he's going to win every round, and that is my prediction for this fight.